Hello, this is Johnny from Green Herb Gaming with my special live stream of Resident Evil 2 Remake one-shot demo. I have 30 minutes to play Resident Evil 2 Remake. So, I hope everyone enjoys the live stream, including my lovely subscribers and my viewers. As usual, a shout out to my lovely subscribers right now. Shout out and please subscribe to ProChronicsVlogz, L4 Electricity Kid, EpicKid23, DLA, Damien and Alan Sewell, Mindpix Gaming, Black Knight the Gamer, Hamino Games, Aidan Denniston, Chad Middleton, and all of my other lovely subscribers. So, just getting the live chat up on my phone. We are live. Okay. Voice language English, display language English, subtitles on, sound output device, headphones, real-time bundle, all this boring stuff. Let's get the boring stuff out of the way and get the gameplay started. Connect to residentevil.net. No. 8 minutes. This demo is only playable for a one-off 30-minute trial. This demo can only be played online. I think what it's saying is I can only play this demo for once. So after I complete this demo, I will not be able to play it again. Okay. Gotta make sure this is the best 30 minutes of my life. It was supposed to be a short break for Leon Kennedy, just one last pit stop at a gas station on the outskirts of town, when the rookie cop found himself surrounded by a sea of zombies. Along with a newfound friend Claire Redfield, Leon managed to escape to Raccoon City, only for an accident to split them apart. Deftly navigating through the perilous streets, Leon has made his way to the city's police station. But has he really made it to safety? Spoiler alert, no. No, he hasn't. Okay, I'm just gonna leg it.
Hello? Is anybody here?
I'm just gonna leg it. Yes, I will take handgun bullets.
There has to be someone here.
There you are, Leon. There's a cop.
Not good.
David, Marvin.
We have a survivor.
I found a way out. It's in here. Send reinforcements. East hallway.
I gotta find that guy.
Yes, Leon, I think you do. Damn it. Yeah, so 30 minutes to complete this demo. You can approach the demo in two main ways. You can take in the horror atmosphere, or you can try to make it as fair as you can, which is what I want to try to do. So obviously this is a remake of Resident Evil 2. Okay, so far every door I've tried to open is locked. And let's grab it. I need a knife. Keep out. Leon is not going to keep out. We've got this. Oh no. What do we have here? Alright, we have a bit of light now at least. I'm actually so under pressure right now. 30 minutes is looming in my back, in the back of my mind. I have no idea what to do right now. So we go back out. Wait, what was the point of turning that light on? I don't get it. Oh, hold. I wasn't paying attention. Come on, Leon, hurry up. Don't have all day.
Jesus.
Open up! Hurry! Open up! Open this goddamn door!
I will. Hold on.
I'll get you out!
Please!
Give me your hand.
Help me!
I got you. Give me your other hand. Jesus Christ.
Well, that didn't go well. Officer's notebook. Yeah, I don't need to be reading notebooks right now. Turn to the main hall. Ooh. Oh my fuck. Jesus. Get back. Oh no. Oh my god, my aiming is terrible. Fuck this. Oh.
Jesus! They're
Oh my
everywhere.
god. Oh! I'm gonna die.
God damn it! Watch out!
One way to kill a zombie.
You're safe. For now.
Thanks.
Marvin Browner.
Leon Kennedy. There was another off strike. I couldn't...
Here. I'm sure you did what you could, Leon.
Does anyone know what started this?
Not a clue. But honestly, all you need to know is that this place will eat you alive if you aren't careful.
There's nothing
Yeah, well, I was supposed to start last week, and I got a call to stay away. I wish I'd come here sooner.
I doubt you can pause it.
You're here now, Leon. That's all that matters.
As in, like, I doubt you can pause it and the time will be paused. The 30
Okay,
minutes.
Lieutenant, I'm ready.
Hopefully you'll be able to find a way out of this station. That officer you met earlier, Elliot. He thought this secret passageway might do the trick.
This is good news.
Pack or not.
We can get you to a hospital.
No, I am not the priority here.
Lieutenant, I'm not just gonna leave you here.
I'm giving you an order, rookie. You save yourself first. I'd come with you, but I'd just slow you down. Now, you'll need this.
I can't take him.
Stop. And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, hesitate. You take it out. Or you run. Got it?
Yes, sir.
I think for the purposes of this 30-minute demo, I will run. Now this scene, right, Marvin, is completely different to the original Resident Evil 2, which I've played a lot of. So it's interesting to see, you know, same character, same scene, but find a way to do it. I wasn't paying attention to. I have a knife. I remember. Okay, can I not get some health? Do I have some health? How do I Jesus, man, I haven't played this ever before, so I don't know what the hell is going on right now. Obviously they've kept the Resident Evil 7 interface. I need some help. Marvin, have you got some help for me? I am dying right now. Nothing in the item box. So yeah, this is a remake of the original Resident Evil 2. So lots of differences.
This is not how I imagined my first day.
I see a green herb. Green herb. Yes, I will use the green herb. Jesus Christ, come on. I know how to play this game. Come on, Jesus. Oh, it's a little bit better. Yeah, this is definitely not how Leon imagined his first day at work. He's a rookie police officer who recently got moved. You know what's interesting is in the original Resident Evil 2, when you got to this area, you would see a licker on the outside of the window. But the way the directors and developers thought of it is, if you knew the licker was coming, it would kind of take away the whole scare factor. So they had to change things in the remake to make you scared. If you know a scare is coming, you're not going to be scared. I mean, I played the original Resident Evil 2, you know, back to front, basically, so I know when the scares come when I play the original Resident Evil 2. So it wouldn't really be kind of entertaining and scary if they had just kept all of the original scares in the original places.
Huh? What?
What? What was that? Oh my god, look at this. The handiwork of the liquor. Okay, I'm just going to keep running because this demo is 30 minutes long, so, and we're 16 minutes into the stream already, so I don't want to be taking up too much time. So again, there's two main ways to approach this, Jesus Christ, this 30-minute demo. You can take in the horror atmosphere, or oh my god, or you can just run like hell, which is what I'm going to do right now. Oh my fucking god. Weapons, lock or key card, that's going to come in handy. Oh my god, I don't even want to look right now. Record of events, I'm not going to have time to read that, so another time. David Ford, another time. Oh shit. Let's just shoot the fuck out. Oh my god. There's a zombie behind me somewhere, I know there is, oh my god. Police station map, which I won't be needing. Here we go. Oh fuck. Well, I'm gonna run past him, if he doesn't mind. I like sorry, I'm just trying to talk, do a stream and focus on 30 minutes at the same time, which is not easy. Oh, I have no idea what this is. Absolutely no idea what this is right now. Oh, wait a second. There's a knife in there. Looks like, oh fuck. You stay where you are, no zombie, okay? Oh fuck. I have that. Wait, what the hell? I had... Hey! What the fuck is going on? I have the fucking laptop. Hey. Really? You saw me picking up the weapons. Oh shit. Unless it was telling me where it was. Oh shit. Jesus. Oh no. Oh, this went awful. Awful. Get away. I've only one shot at this time, I don't want to go out like this. The fuck? Open it. Okay, don't open it. Well, fine. Oh my god. Fuck. Yeah, I'll keep my impressions until after the demo, because I want to be able to concentrate on the stream as much as possible. Oh shit, I don't have a clue what this is right now. No. I do remember this area from the original game though, but this is gunpowder. Oh shit. Oh fuck no. Fuck that. What's left? Oh no.
Son of a bitch. God damn it.
Shit. Oh my fuck, I'm out of bullets. I don't know where to go. Oh shit. I say I have like 10 more minutes left. And it would take me to get lost on a timed demo. That's just typical. Yeah, I'm completely lost right now. I know that I was in an area there where I had to put in codes. If I can try to find where that was, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Looks like I think it's through there. No, it's actually through there. I won't get time. Oh shit. I thought I had a key card for that. Oh my god. I don't have any bullets. 109? Can they be able to manage to put in the code before he kills me? Oh. 9. What the hell? Oh yeah. Oh, survival horror. You know? Oh my god, come on, come on, come on. And to Leon. Oh my god. Just to be sure, you can never be too sure on Resident Evil. Okay, so what important items do we have? What do I actually have to open, like? What is that? I'm gonna try 2 or 3, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna try anyway. I haven't died yet, so this is good. Was it 2 or 3 or 1 or 3? I can't remember. But there is no 2. Okay, so it's 1. Wait, what? There is no... It's trolling me. It's a gunpowder. It looks like a knife. I'm going to do 1 or 3. Well, I already have a knife, so I don't get it. But there was no 3 there. I'm making things up now at this stage. Hey, what's going on? Oh wait, 106. But that doesn't look really important, it's just a gunpowder or something. Oh, roll film, okay. It's still not important though. What I need to do is I need to go back here and because did I or did I not? Oh god. been up here yet, have I? Oh my god.
Bastard.
One thing I've noticed about Leon in the remake is
Son of a bitch.
he curses a lot, as you can hear. Oh my god. I got a key. That's good. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What in the...
Oh, you can collect barricades. You can barricade walls and you can barricade doors to keep safe. This is always handy.
Leon, it's Marvin. I need you back here ASAP.
Are you okay, Marvin?
I've got something to show you. It's important.
Copy that. I'll be right there.
So we got a couple more minutes left in this demo. My objective for this 30-minute one-shot demo was to just try to make it as far as I can.
Shit!
Oh my god.
What the...
That'd be open. Oh fuck. Wait, where's all my... I pick up a key and it isn't there. What's going on? Some kind of a glitch or something. I'm picking up items that just don't seem to be there. Okay, that's really nice. Is that... Oh my god. Don't they have the ah fuck. Oh shit. Whoa. That was lit. Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, wait a second. I didn't pick up any of that. I didn't pick up that key. Doesn't matter because I probably won't get time anyway. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Open the fucking door. Leon, I'm gonna move that properly. I didn't pick up that key. Oh! Ah, no. That's one thing they kept in the original. Man. Falling through the balcony, they kept that in the original. Okay, where's the key that I picked up? Oh, I love it. Wow. a good job surviving right now, but I lost the key. It doesn't matter because I probably won't be able to reach the area anyway. Ah, here we go. Oh no, I have the key, okay. Damn it. Leon is just like, well, the F-bomb, the remake. Oh, come on. Oh, fuck. Well, we're not going that way. I'd be happy if I don't die. You know? Pretty weird. Oh yeah, use the sieve. So there's a couple of changes that obviously added into it. You know, seeing as it's a remake. But you know what? I think it's good to add in changes here and there. Because you don't want the exact same experience. This demo's going to end any second. Oh no. Demo, oh no, it's right. Thank you for playing. I survived. At least I survived. At least Leon survived. Time up. 30 minutes played. Experience the rest of the story in the full game. Oh man, I'm hyped now for the full game. And you can only play it once. Chad Middleton, hello to you. Welcome to the end of my stream. Sorry that you joined the end of the stream, Chad. How are you, Chad? That was the Resident Evil 2 Remake one-shot demo. I survived, Chad. I survived. I didn't die at least. There's two main ways to experience this 30-minute one-shot demo. You can take your time and you can take in the horror atmosphere, or you can just kind of basically just get as far as you can. You can just run through the zombies and try to get as far as you can, which is what I tried to do in this demo. I just bought dinner. Ha, nice. No, it's pretty kind of disappointing that you can't play it again. I wonder, was there any way to get around that? Can you like avoid that? Like, what if I kind of created like another account on my PlayStation 4? Find out more.
I want to find out what's happening here.
She's the one at Umbrella responsible for unleashing the virus.
Seems to be evolving much faster than expected. You gotta be kidding me.
God only knows what's down here.
What the hell?
It'll be all over soon.
I'll get you, you fucker!
Yeah.
Sherry, I'm coming!
I'm not handing over anything!
Jesus Christ! That. You don't know what you're up
The
against.
whole place is coming down.
That's a pretty damn good idea.
In Resident Evil 2. Ah, I love it. Plus. What's the plus?
This is Hunk from Alpha Team.
Man, I thought you were all
Oh yeah,
wiped
Hunk
out.
is back. There's never really too gone on him, to be honest. And Tofu is back as well. I just like my traditional Resident Evil 2 experience. Go to the product page to purchase this game. Nah, I already have my collector's edition pre-ordered. And believe me when I say it, collector's edition. The collector's edition. The collector's edition. Yes, that one. That one. That collector's edition. I have that pre-ordered. So I choose no. for now. Looks good. Yeah, it's brilliant. Wait, well, let me actually... Hold on a second. Oh, wait, no, I just seen it. Wait. Ah, thank you for playing. Fuck you, Capcom. No, I'm only joking. So yeah, it is a one-shot demo. You only get to play it once. Well, gotta go back in retrospective and talk a little bit about it. Okay. That was certainly interesting. I wanted to say something, but I actually forget what I was going to say. I like it, you know. I played the original Resident Evil 2 back to front over the years. So I pretty much know what to expect from Resident Evil 2 in terms of story, jump scares. I know that game back to front, the original Resident Evil 2. So what's interesting about the remake is you get a fresh experience. It's not just the exact same game with better graphics. Like it's not like Spyro Reignited Trilogy, where they just give you the exact same game with better graphics. Nothing at all wrong with that. The Switch is getting Resident Evil 4 and Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, the Switch is getting a lot of great support from Capcom right now. It's also getting Resident Evil Remake, the first Resident Evil remake, and Resident Evil 0 as well. And it already has Revelations 1 and Revelations 2. And if you live in Japan, you can actually stream Resident Evil 7 onto your Switch through the cloud. Again, if you are in Japan. I hope Hunk has more story. I'm not much of a Hunk guy. I know he's got a huge fan base out there, but I'm just like, whatever, Hunk, cool. But so what I find interesting about this remake of Resident Evil 2 is it gives you a fresh experience. It takes characters like Marvin, who you would, again, like if you have played the original Resident Evil 2 back to front like I have, you know who Marvin is, you know what he's going to say, you know what he's going to do. So, like, they could have just given you that exact same Marvin scene with amazing graphics, but you know what he's going to say, you know what he's going to do. So what I like about the remake is how they've just changed the scene. Like in the original, he would have given you a backstory about Chris and Jill and Barry and what happened in the Spencer Mansion, and that Umbrella were behind it all, and we all should have listened to Umbrella. That's what he would have said in the original, but he doesn't say that in the remake. And other little things as well, like I mentioned, there's a scene like where you pass a window, and in the original Resident Evil 2, the liquor would pass the window, so you know what's going to happen from there if you played the original, but they don't do that in the remake. And so yeah, just fresh experiences like that is what I like about the remake. Keeps things interesting, keeps things fresh, and it kind of keeps you on your toes because you just never know what's going to happen. And that's what Resident Evil is all about, really, in a nutshell. Is you never know what's going to happen. I mean, obviously the big elephant in the room. I'm not a kid gamer, so like I don't scream and shout about graphics, you know what I mean? But the big elephant in the room is the fact that the game looks a lot better than the original Resident Evil 2. That goes without saying. It's absolutely an amazing looking game. There's no doubt about it. It looks far better than the original Resident Evil 2. But I think that adds to the fresh experiences as well. It basically just gives you a fresh Resident Evil 2 experience. So I think that's what the remake is. It's a fresh Resident Evil 2 experience. You get to revisit Raccoon City. You get to relive the zombie apocalypse caused by the T-virus. You get to relive all of that with amazing looking graphics and just new gameplay elements as well. So I'm looking forward to it now. But that was my strategy. My strategy was to just run and gun, not run and gun, but just trying to survive and getting as far as I could. Obviously, in the final game, I can take my time and I can kind of, make sure that I have items and stuff like that. But a bit disappointed that it's a one-shot demo. I know the game was only out in 2 weeks' time, so it isn't too far. But I guess I get to go back and watch my stream anyway if I want to get my Resident Evil experience. I'll just run around to people's house and say, hey, can I play the Resident Evil 2 demo? What else can I add now to it? I got a second viewer, so if a second viewer wants to stick around, I can add more. I can add more to it. I don't know what else to say. I mean, Resident Evil 2, just like Spyro the Dragon, is a huge childhood game of mine, and it's also a PlayStation game as well. So yeah, I played the original Resident Evil 2 many times over many years. I actually think it's my favourite Resident Evil game of all time. You think we'll see Nemesis? I think it's the obvious thing. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen. I've seen a lot of people talk about it online. I think Capcom would be idiots if they didn't make a Resident Evil Nemesis remake. But it all comes down to how well the remake performs in terms of sales. So if Resident Evil 2 remake sells a lot of copies and people are happy with it, I would definitely think that Capcom would make a Resident Evil 3 remake. Definitely, 100%. So yeah, that was my first time playing Resident Evil 2 remake. Now, I think it's actually hard to give impressions sometimes. It can be. I would like to see stuff from the comics in the game. Oh my god, I'm with you on that one. I watch this YouTuber a lot, and he goes into depth with these comics. Well, he doesn't really, not that he goes into depth with the comics, but he basically just reads out the comics. So it's like an audio comic, basically. Yeah, I agree with you. It's very interesting. Like, some of these comics are very interesting because you get to see like what happened, characters, like Jill and stuff like that you wouldn't have found out about in the games. So yeah, I definitely do think that would be interesting if they took in kind of elements from comics and stuff like that. Definitely. That's a good idea, Chad. That is a good idea. So I do think that one of the impressions that I have now of the remake is the survival element, the sense of survival horror has been escalated, I think, a lot more. Because remember the original Resident Evil 2, where if you went into a room full of zombies and you weren't ready, like you didn't have enough ammo, you didn't have the right weapon, or whatever reason, you could just leave that room, and that was that. You didn't have to worry about those zombies. Like, okay, I'm out of that room now, peace and quietness until I want to go back into that room. But the zombies are actually chasing you. Like, they can actually break through doors and literally follow you throughout the experience. You saw that there in the demo. So that definitely makes the survival horror element a lot more heightened. That guy got ripped in half. Yeah, that guy got ripped in half, man, like an ice cream sundae, man. Damn, or a banana split. That's what I meant to say. He sure did, and that's another thing as well, because of the game obviously looking a lot better than the original. You get to see the gore element of the Resident Evil series in a lot more depth. So it's really intense to see that type of gore, running on PS4, Xbox One hardware. So that's one of the things as well that you really do get to see in the remake is that heightened sense of gore as well, not just the survival horror. But yeah, I just think everything has been turned up a notch. You know, it's everything has been turned up a notch, I think. In the remake, yeah. But if I had to pick one thing, it would definitely be that sense of survival horror, the sense of just, you saw it there, like I was desperately trying to survive, desperately, you know, trying to find ammo. I was running from zombies who were chasing me. It just felt a little bit different than the original. You know, the original, they were like, zombies were like shuffling around, and you could run around them, and you could exit a room if you ever felt threatened. And I just don't think that was there in the remake, and it's a good thing, because it does give you a new sense, a new heightened sense of survival as well. Obviously, they've added in a lot of kind of new puzzles and even new locations, and they've kind of like reimagined previous locations as well. So it's Mr. X is scary. His footsteps are like, oh no, yeah, I've seen the trailer of that. I've seen the trailer of that, man. He definitely does look and feel very scary. That was the impression I got actually when I watched that trailer. I was like thinking, Jesus, man. It reminded me of Nemesis, like it really did. So you can imagine now what Capcom could do if they did remake Nemesis. So yeah, and just what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of like talking about like my impressions of the remake. Yeah, they've definitely taken the Resident Evil 2 experience, and they've heightened it, you know, thanks to next generation hardware, and giving you newer experiences by giving you new locations and just changing scenes and characters and dialogue and stuff. Like, it's just to give you a new experience, basically. Because you know, they could have just given you the exact same game with better graphics, but would that really give you a new experience? Like, I love playing Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I don't get me wrong, but like, I don't love that because I'm getting a new experience. I love that because it's giving me the exact same experience. So it's a little bit, it's different. Like Resident Evil 2 is I think how they've approached it is a little bit different. Like if Spyro Reignited Trilogy had become a full-on remake and they changed little things about it, but kept the essence of Spyro, I'd be kind of happy with the changes they've made. Do you know what I mean? But I suppose what I'm saying at the end of the day is, you know, I've played so much of Resident Evil 2. There's only so much I can be like. There's only so long you can be surprised by a game that you played for the good part of 20 years. So yeah, again, what I like about the remake is not only does the game look better, but you know, they change scenes, they change characters, they change locations, so you feel like you're getting a new game. And I think that's actually what the creators themselves have described this remake as. It's considered a new Resident Evil game. Yeah, it reminds me of Assault on Precinct 13. Really? Jesus, that's an interesting comparison. Interesting. Yeah, it's definitely like, I'm actually really looking forward to getting stuck into the full game now, because it's really going to be really interesting. Like, you're going to know who Leon is, you're going to know who Claire is, you're going to say, oh yeah, this is what happens. This is, you know, it's hard to explain really, but it's like if you're somebody who's never played Resident Evil 2 before, of course you're going to get a new experience. You have the zombies crawling out the windows now. Yeah, they're crawling out the windows now, and you can barricade them up. I mean, it's going to make Call of Duty Zombies look like My Little Pony. You know, like this is the real zombie experience. You know, this is the original zombie experience. You know, like when Resident Evil originally released on PlayStation, man, it gave players like myself just, oh my god, just introduced us to a whole new genre, like, you know, like the real zombie genre, the real survival zombie genre, you know, running from zombies, surviving from them. And now that it's on PS4 and Xbox One, it's just it's even more amazing. But yeah, this is zombies coming through the windows, Chad. You know, this is this is the full-on zombie experience. So yes, I am 2 weeks away now from. We're all 2 weeks away now from the release of the full game, Resident Evil 2 Remake. Once again, I have the collector's edition pre-order. That's the main event. Like, that's the real deal that I pre-ordered. You can't get any better than the collector's edition that I have pre-ordered. Trust me. And like, I am a true Resident Evil fan. Like, I am a hardcore Resident Evil fan. So I was getting that. That wasn't up for discussion. That wasn't up for discussion for me. Yeah, it's definitely awesome. If you don't know what it is, you should have a look at it. It's absolutely amazing. Like, this is a game just like many other games that I stream on my channel, like Mortal Kombat or Spyro the Dragon or Final Fantasy. You know, these are all childhood games of mine. You know, God of War, I love. You know, Detroit Become Human, I love. I like new and modern games, but there's nothing quite like a game that you grew up playing. And Resident Evil 2 is one of those games. I grew up playing that game on the original PlayStation when I was a kid, and I've played it back to front, probably more than most games really that I grew up playing. I just really love Resident Evil, so played Resident Evil 2 so many times. All the scenarios, Leon, Claire, Leon B, Claire B, Leon, he does actually, yeah. They all do. Leon and Claire. So I think they got it right. I think they got the right balance of recreating an experience that is, you know, that a lot of people are fond of, but at the same time delivering a fresh. Yeah, it does actually look but then again, well, if you're looking at it from the point of view of Resident Evil 4 and 6, of course he's going to be younger, because it's based in, like, this is a remake of Resident Evil 2. So Resident Evil 2 takes place in 1998, I believe. So yes, if you compare it to Resident Evil, Black Knight the Gamer, hello to you. Welcome to the end of stream discussion. The end of stream discussion. There's always an end of stream discussion on Green Herb Gaming, that's for sure. So I've just played the Resident Evil 2 remake, one shot, 30-minute demo. Once the 30 minutes is complete, you unfortunately can no longer play the demo. It's really unfortunate. Sorry I couldn't make it to the other videos because I was busy. No problem. You don't never have to nobody ever has to apologize for not watching my streams. You don't have to worry about that, honestly. So just played the demo, and I'm giving my impressions really. And I think the overall impression that I seem to come back to is that it's a new Resident Evil 2 experience. That's how I would describe it. I don't want people thinking that it doesn't stay true to Resident Evil 2. Why are they making a demo about Resident Evil 2? Okay. I always like your questions, Black Knight the Gamer. They're really challenging me. They really do. I feel like I'm a politician, and I feel like you're like a journalist, and you like ask the tough questions. Or I feel like Jeff Keys. I feel like Reggie Fils-Aimé when Jeff Keys asks him a question. You might know that's okay. Basically, I'm going to answer your question. Why are they making a demo about Resident Evil 2? Okay, well, Resident Evil 2, okay, originally released many years ago in the late 90s on the PlayStation 1 and the Nintendo 64. So it's a game that released many, many years ago. However, recently, Capcom announced that they were remaking Resident Evil 2 to be released on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. It is releasing in 2 weeks' time, and at the start of this week, Capcom announced that they would be releasing a one-shot 30-minute demo to Resident Evil Remake, which is the demo that I have played now. And as far as why they are making a demo about Resident Evil 2, why not? What do you think of the live movies? I personally enjoyed every one of those movies. And I personally enjoyed the journey that I went on with those movies. I watched those movies from like a 13-year-old kid all the way up to my late 20s. So from a young teenager to an adult, I have watched those movies. I have been on the journey with Alice and her fight with the Umbrella Corporation. And I liked that journey, personally. I'm not under the camp of these like keyboard warriors who want to attack the franchise because it isn't like the games. Well, here's the thing. As I just pointed out many times in the stream, I have played Resident Evil 2 back to front. The same with Resident Evil 1. I know what's going to happen. I know the story. If I go to the movies to see Resident Evil, the movie, and it's literally word for word everything that happened in the game, how and why would that be entertaining? What would be so good about that? I like what Paul W.S. Anderson did with the Resident Evil movie franchise. I like that he brought a new character, and it became... I'm glad you agree, Chad. I'm actually glad you agree. I have to go because... Tell me... No problem, Blacklight the Gamer. Wait. Aren't you from America? What time is it? I'm just curious. What time is it right now where you are? No, I'm just genuinely curious. But yeah, Chad, I enjoyed those movies. I really did. And I'm glad that you agree with me. So, yeah, without making the answer to your question too long, short answer is, what I think of the Resident Evil movies, love them. And I'd say good luck to whoever is rebooting them. That's what I would say. Good luck to whoever is rebooting those movies. So, you know, Mortal Kombat had yeah, it sure did. I actually watched it. I actually originally watched it when it originally released, and then a couple of years back, I watched. I rewatched it. I actually got Mortal Kombat Conquest, the complete series, there recently as well. Love the fact that I have that back. Did you enjoy Conquest? I loved it. I loved that as well. I think it's actually better than the original Mortal Kombat movie, or movies for that matter. I just think that the fact that like it gives you like a full series about Quan Chi, Shang Tsung, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Shao Kahn, you know, Kung Lao, and introduces new characters. You know what I mean? Like Zero, and Taja. Like, I fucking loved it. I mean, I thought the combat was fantastic. I mean, Mortal Kombat is all about combat, right? The fight scenes were absolutely amazing. The music was absolutely amazing. The special effects was absolutely amazing. It was funny. It was, you know, it was everything. It was really a well put together package. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I actually enjoyed the Legacy web series. Even though I liked the Mortal Kombat Legacy web series, I did, But put it beside Mortal Kombat Conquest, and Mortal Kombat Conquest will win every time, in my opinion. So again, short answer to your question, Chad, is I did enjoy Mortal Kombat Conquest. But the thing about me is, the reason I give these long answers is because I don't want to be, I want to be unique and I want to be different. You know, you ask somebody these days, you know, why do you like something? And they just say, oh, I like it. So when someone asks me, like, do you like something? I don't want to stop with yes. You know, I want to explain why. So that's why I give long answers to questions like that. Just let people know. Just let people know who may be thinking, Christ, this guy really goes off on one when he gets asked a question. Well, this is why. I want to explain to everyone why. Do you know? Because I am a genuine fan of Mortal Kombat, and I genuinely liked that series. Have you heard the Alien Isolated sequel is mobile only? I have. I think it's fucking hilarious. I'm sorry, I just do. I think it's fucking hilarious. I really, really do. I mean, I know it wouldn't be funny if, like, Nintendo turned around now and they decided to make the next Animal Crossing game mobile only, even though that's not going to happen because they already released a mobile Animal Crossing game and they've announced the Switch game. But if that did happen, like, I wouldn't be laughing. But I can't help but laugh. I just can't help but laugh. Just thinking of all these, like, die-hard, you know, I play the big boy games, Alien, you know. I don't know. I just think it's hilarious imagining their reaction to that game coming out on mobile phones. I just think it's fucking funny. The gameplay is just Five Nights at Freddy's, but you have the guide survivors. Jesus Christ. I actually think it's hilarious. So yeah, I have heard about it and I think it's absolutely side-splittingly hilarious. I really do. The video game industry is changing, man. I've exhausted myself talking about that. But this is a sign. This is an example of how the video game industry is changing. A lot of these, you know, companies are going down this road now. So, you know, it's going to continue to happen. So, let's get back to Resident Evil 2 Remake for a few minutes before I end the stream. So, yeah, as I pointed out, like, I've played a lot of great games on the PlayStation 1. A lot of great games. I've spoken about those games many times. One of those games is Spyro the Dragon. And I spoke about how delighted I was that I could finally, you know, be able to play Spyro the Dragon again on the PlayStation with Spyro Reignited Trilogy. But one of those great games, those great PlayStation 1 games, is of course Resident Evil 2. And as I also said, I played that game back to front. The original cutscenes were great, even now. Oh God, yeah. I mean, they really were. Like, you know, especially Resident Evil 3. You know, and obviously when Code Veronica came out, then, like, it's, you know, you really saw, like, cinematic cutscenes coming into fruition. So yeah, Resident Evil 2. You know, fond memories of playing that game, and because I played it so much, it actually doesn't feel that long ago because I've been playing it for so long. Like, I never really took a long break from Resident Evil 2. Do you know what I mean? So it's still fresh on my mind because I played it so much. So this is the remake. Like, this is taking that experience, taking this, you know, late 90s game and that experience and just shaking it up and delivering. Connor, welcome to the stream, man. Left the like and love the vids. Thanks, Connor. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. I'm just wrapping up the stream now at the moment, just talking about my one of my childhood games. Resident Evil 2, which I originally played on the PlayStation, and it has been remade now on PS4 and Xbox One. So yeah, I love the fact that they give people a fresh experience. Because again, like if I just played it and it was the exact same game, but with just better graphics, like it would be nice, just like Spyro Reignited Trilogy, it would be nice, but you'd still know what's going to happen. You still know what the character is going to say, where you're going to go next, stuff like that. It would be the exact same experience. So what I like about the remake is they change certain cutscenes, they change what characters are going to say, where you're going to go, like they added new locations and stuff like that. So added with the fact that the game looks far better, you know, it really does give you. You're okay, Connor. I always say nobody ever has to apologise to me for being late to a stream, for not watching the stream. You have nothing at all to be sorry for. R.I.P. You have nothing to be sorry for, man. Honestly, don't apologise. In case you're wondering, why there's no gameplay. Unfortunately, this is a one-shot demo, so you only get one shot at this demo. You can only play this demo once, 30 minutes. So, sorry about that. Did you like Resident Evil 6? No. Short answer to that. R.I.P. Oh, I know, man. 30 minutes. 30 minutes is all you get, man. Unfortunately. But it was a good 30 minutes, and I survived. I didn't die. I'm happy about that. That was my objective, actually, was to survive. Because there's two main ways you can approach this demo. You can take your time, and you can really kind of take in the horror atmosphere, or else you can just run and get as far as you can. That's what I was trying to do. I got reasonably far in 30 minutes, I would say, and I survived. So yeah, I'm happy enough with that. But as far as Resident Evil 6 is concerned, the less said about that game, I would say, the better, really, to be honest. I actually downloaded it not too long ago. And I tried to play it. I think I played. I don't know. I don't know whose campaign I played first. It might have been Ada's. I'm not too sure, but I just couldn't stick it. I just couldn't tolerate it. I could tolerate Resident Evil 5. I'll do a live stream tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it, man. I always love your live streams. I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm looking forward to that. That has already made my day now tomorrow. I'm serious, man. I'm actually serious. I look forward to those streams. I do. I don't care where I am and what I'm doing. I'm going to check it out. I'm actually looking forward to playing the full game, actually, now. Looking forward to playing the full game. Obviously in the full game I'm not going to be like going run and gun. I'm going to be taking my time. But for the point of this demo, like, I just wanted to run and just survive and get as far as I could into it. But so I think for the remainder of the stream I'll just what in the holy hell. No problem. So I'm just looking at all of those crazy symbols. I love it. I love it. And no problem, man. No problem at all. Oh, it actually looks better on my phone. It looks like a face. I love it. I love it. But yeah, I think for the remainder of the stream I'll have a chat with you, Connor, and Chad, if Chad is still on the stream. For as long as you can, by the way. Jeez, I don't want to keep you here until like 2 o'clock in the morning. So yeah. Yeah, man, Resident Evil. I would say it's definitely one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. I have a load of favorite video game franchises, and a lot of favorite video games. It's so hard to pinpoint you know, it's so hard to pinpoint a favorite game to just one game. It's impossible. Like, you'll think we'll see Mr. X as versus Birkin. That would be interesting. Tommy Salaba. You are going to your bed. Goodbye. Bye, Connor, and good night. I look forward to your stream, and thanks for watching this stream as well. Sorry you didn't get to see any gameplay, but if you get time the next time, you can rewind and you can watch the start of the stream. So, Chad, that is Irish. Connor is speaking right now, and it means that that he is going to his bed and he is saying goodbye. If my Irish is still good. Hippopotamus and the rest is like to be a great deal of money, and don't have to say that it will take a look at it again. With an eye out. Oh my god, man. I love your randomness. It's fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious, man. Oh my god. So, Chad, hopefully you've learned some Irish now. Táme Salaba Slán. It means that I am going to my bed. Goodbye. So, is my Irish still up to scratch, Connor? Is that what it means? Because I actually got an A1 in Irish, so I'm quite proud of that. But unfortunately, I have forgotten a lot of my my Irish. Interesting. You learn everything in Green Herb Gaming. There's never a dull moment in Green Herb Gaming, that's for sure. That is for sure. You can learn about video games, you can learn languages, you can make friends, you can get advice. This is an all-in-one YouTube channel, man. I could be talking about everything. However, it was a great job with the vids and love it. It's like the rest of the rest and not the rest and not the only one of those. Oh my god. I love reading those random comments. They're so funny. It's funny actually. I actually used to do that there with a friend I had. He's over in London now, but we'd be walking around the city, right? And out of nowhere, I would just like start talking just pure random shit, like what you're saying now in text. I would actually say like in person. I can't even like just random words that just make no sense. I would just say it out in public. Man, he would be looking at me. He would be looking at me. Like saying, "Are you well?" Oh my god, that actually reminds me now of that. Jeez, I don't know what I was to say now. But yeah, my channel is an all-in-one channel. You never know what you're gonna say. Good night, brick walls of a like to have the same time as a great deal to be the same, and a new comment. Oh, sweet merciful Christ. Oh my god. Jesus. Mr. Random. I'm just going to forget what I was going to say now. Tell you the truth. I actually completely forget what I was going to say now. My mind is gone blank. You should actually download this demo, Connor. Late at night, headphones on, dark room, Resident Evil 2 Remake. Would you actually do it? I'm Sonic. Who's there? Yeah, that's Sonic. That's Sonic you're speaking to now, chat. Oh my god. Would you actually play this demo, Connor? Resident Evil 2. I think we should live stream it. They should actually give you the option to play as Claire as well. That would have been interesting. If they give you like a one shot, they should have given you a one shot with Claire and a one shot with Leon. You know, to sweeten the deal, Night cheeseburger and hot dog, man. Night cheeseburger and hot dog, man. Oh my good God. I don't even know how to respond to that. Chad, we used to be the dynamic duo of Fortnite. We still are. We still are the dynamic duo. The dynamic duo of anything. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Sonic? The dynamic duo. Although I was just a sidekick, really, because I was just completely shite. Connor had to carry me every step of the way. Connor had to carry me in that game because I was absolutely shite. Cheeseburger. Slap some red sauce on you and more. And yes, we will conquer. We will actually. We will. I think we will. We will conquer the world. It needs some new leadership anyway. It needs some new leadership anyway. I think the dynamic duo would rule this world. Jeez, you have me talking random. No, fucking hell. Slap some red. I'm still reading that. Slap some red sauce on you. Oh my good God. I'm actually running out of things to talk about now, to be honest. It's a pity it doesn't give you the option to play again. Like, it would have been nice to have Leon and Claire. Night cheeseburger. What am I going to call you? Good night, ham sandwich. Good night, ham sandwich. Oh my God. Well, really, I'm going to say good night now properly because I didn't realize how actually late it was. So, Connor, thanks for checking out the stream, man. Much appreciated. Good night to you, and I look forward to your stream tomorrow. You should actually stream Resident Evil 2 Remake, honestly. Would you do that, Mr. Ham Sandwich? Would you play and stream Resident Evil 2 Remake? The demo, of course, not the full game, like just the demo.
I want to find out what's happening here.
She's the one at Umbrella responsible for unleashing the virus.
Much faster than expected. You gotta be kidding me.
God only knows what's down here.
What the hell?
It'll be all over soon.
I'll get you, you fucker!
Yeah.
Sherry, I'm coming!
I'm not handing over anything!
Jesus Christ. That. You don't know what you're up
The whole
against.
place is coming down.
That's a pretty damn good idea.
And that is what to be expected in Resident Evil. Plus, you get to play as Hunk and a Tofu or Tofu. I'm going to skip that. I'm not much of a Hunk guy. Give up. Go to the product page and purchase this game. No, I shall not. I shall not. But it's a real pity they don't give you the option. I think Hunk and Mercy, he's all right. Like, do you know what I mean? He's okay. Like, I just, you know, I'm not in the camp of like obsessed with Hunk, kind of, you know, type thing. He's a character from Resident Evil. You know, he's all right. Like, he's all right. Like, I wouldn't bash him. Like, you know, I wouldn't bash him. You know. I think I wouldn't feel safe bashing him, to be honest with you. But look, you know. People think Hunk was Chris after seeing Resident Evil. Oh, there's still people think it's fucking Hunk after seeing Resident Evil 7. Man, see, that's what amazes me. That's what, like, I can't quite put it into words. Like, they're so obsessed with Hunk that they just want Chris to be Hunk, you know, that kind of way. Actually, they teased that actually before Resident Evil 7. It was actually teased in Resident Evil Revelations, originally released on Nintendo 3DS, because there was a scene where Chris was pretty much the bad guy, and you had him like, you had Chris like tied to a chair. It was all weird shit going on there. There was a lot of talk going around that Chris was actually Hunk the whole time and all this weird kind of theories, but so that was never going to happen, you know. Chris in Resident Evil 7 is Chris. I guess pretty much safely confirmed now after, you know, Not a Hero DLC got released and people completed it. I think it's, you know, it's fact now, you know, it's a fact, it's a factual statement now that Chris in Resident Evil 7 is Chris Redfield, nobody else. Hunk is an Umbrella mercenary, first introduced in Resident Evil 2. Got fan theories, and some fan theories can be interesting, other fan theories annoy me, to be honest with you. It's like they just don't want to accept the source material. They don't want to accept the real story, so they're like, oh, fucking, we have to make up our own shit, to be honest with you. But I'm looking back at a Resident Evil 2 title screen there now, and I'm just, it's so different, but I like it. Ness is sans. Oh, it's just all crazy fan theories. Crazy. I actually had a weird, not a fan theory, but I was watching more. This is how I'm going to end the stream. Weirdly enough, actually, I was going to say weirdly enough, right? I was going to say weirdly enough, but I don't think you can get any more weirder than slap some red sauce on you. So I think the stream is already weird, so it's fine. I don't think I've ever been called a cheeseburger before, so that was interesting as well. So yeah, where was I? So yeah, I'm just really looking forward to getting Resident Evil 2, but I will remake, that is. Looking forward to basically having a new and fresh Resident Evil 2 experience. That's what it's like. It's like, the best way I can describe Resident Evil 2 Remake after playing it is like, you know, if you got like new sheets on your bed, new sheets, new duvet, new pillow, new pillowcase. You know, it's the same bed, same room, same house, but, you know, the freshness, you know, of having the new sheets. Well, that's what Resident Evil 2 Remake is like for me. It's still Resident Evil 2, you know, it still has the source story, the source script, but it's just so fresh and new. That's my review, basically, of Resident Evil 2 Remake. You know? Yeah, so I'm going to end the stream by talking about, not a fan theory, but I was watching Mortal Kombat Conquest, the TV series. I noticed a lot of interesting similarities to Mortal Kombat X. Weird similarities. I mean, really weird similarities. There's a character introduced actually in the first and second episode of Mortal Kombat Conquest, and that character's name is none other than Takeda. No, you can call him Takeda or Takeda, but it's very, like, it's Takeda, right? And the weird thing about it is, so it's not just, oh, that's just a coincidence. Well, the weird thing about it is he ends up becoming Scorpion. Now, if anyone is familiar with Takeda in Mortal Kombat X, not only does he share the same name as his character, but Takeda in Mortal Kombat X is very heavily connected to Scorpion, because Scorpion actually trained him. So that's a similarity that I noticed. I also see there's also a character called Cassie in it as well. And there was something else now as well. But I fucking... Oh yeah! And there was a quote. No, this is not so much. This is not just Mortal Kombat X. It's actually Mortal Kombat 9. But there's a quote that I don't know who says it now, but someone turned around. I think it was Shang Tsung. Turned around and said, "They are fates worse than death." That's a quote from Raiden. Oh my God, there was something else now as well. Shit. It's too late. I think I should actually end the stream right now. So, I played Resident Evil 2 Remake. I'm disappointed that I can't play it again, to be honest with you. It was it really was a 30-minute flash. Yeah, it's interesting as well, apart from being cool. It was flash, basically. That's what this 30 minutes, it's a flash. You can't take it all in 30 minutes, really. But what I do remember is just, from playing it, like, it's just, again, it's that freshness. Like, you know, the game looking amazing. It's Resident Evil 2, but it's so fresh. So I just want to say thank you everyone who watched, including you, Chad, and Eric Meehan, aka Connor, and just love how random he is. It's just so hilarious. And shout out to my lovely subscribers, including ProChronicsVlogz, who is actually Eric Meehan and Connor. So there's just 3 names all into one. It's crazy. Do you miss tank controls? Okay, I'm going to answer that question before I end the stream. Do I miss tank controls? See, here's me now, like, going into depth here and whatever. There's a part of me that feels like tank controls is what makes Resident Evil. But then there's a part of me that realizes that was back in the 90s. And that's how you played, that's how you played games like that. That's how you controlled characters like that back in the day. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you compare, like, Doom, the original Doom, like, to how you play Doom now, it's they've obviously changed gameplay here and there. So what I'm trying to say is, like, not necessarily, no. Like, not necessarily. I wouldn't miss it. Like, if I was playing Resident Evil 6 and you asked me, do I miss survival horror? Then I would miss survival horror. But tank controls, no. I just don't think it's too important, really. It's not. Like, Resident Evil 2 is a survival horror game about a zombie apocalypse starring Leon Redfield, Jesus Christ. Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield. And they're in the Raccoon City Police Department and they're just trying to survive. And that's what Resident Evil 2 is. So it doesn't need tank controls necessarily. So no, the answer to that question would be no. So I am going to end the stream now. And stay tuned for the next stream. So thank you for watching and goodbye.